Hello everyone and welcome back to TechNuovo. My name's Steph and today we're doing something a little bit different. Usually we very heavily script our videos talking about the products in front of us, but LIFX were very kind to send out one of their RGB light strip kits, which we are going to be unboxing and testing on camera just off the cuff. Right, so I've got my knife just so I don't make a mess of unboxing this particular product. On the actual packaging, it does state that in the box you do get 2 × 1 meter RGB LED light strips with adhesive backing so you can stick it to things. 1 power supply with plug type C and G, UK and European, and then you get your the AC adapter with it, and 1 Wi-Fi controller in there as well so you can control it using your phone. What I'm also going to do as well towards the end of this video is, although it's not actually created for this particular way of use, I'm actually going to be putting these on the back of my TV just to give it a bit of ambience glow. Now there's no camera, it doesn't connect to the TV, and there's nothing special in here to make it, you know, react to what's being shown on screen. But I just thought giving my TV, which is over there at the moment, just a bit of ambience around the outside might look quite good. In the box you get some surface cleaning wipes, get started guide, and loads of foreign get started guides all in there as well, but we're not going to need those. We're only going to need the English one. Adhesive 3M tape on the back there, 1 strip underneath this plastic bit. Your second strip, again nicely wrapped up, and inside of here you have your power plugs, of which we are going to be using the British one, and you've got a European adapter in there as well, but I don't need that. You've got your power strip, or your AC adapter should I say, and this should just twist. Wi-Fi controller, which connects to your plug, and then on one end you've got, if you can see that on the camera, some pinholes for that. So I'm gonna have to undo this. It does work with Amazon Alexa, Apple Home Kit, works with Google, and works with Samsung SmartThings as well. Bear with me, I'm not sure which way this goes around. There is a tiny little bit of 3M adhesive tape on the back of the connection on the power kit as well. So that's one light plugged in. What I might do, let's put my knife down on that corner just to keep it as flat as possible for demonstration purposes. And because it's an RGB light, I am going to have a quick look at the installation guide, because some of them can be a little bit finicky. Right, so I don't know what that looked like on the camera. Ooh! Ooh! That is extremely bright. Okay, so just a quick update. I bought some LIFX extensions on the internet. These were on Amazon. They cost £23 each. It's a meter per box, but you can add them to the same wireless box that I'm using here at the moment. And yeah, as I say, literally it gives me 4 meters worth of LIFX strip lights, which are going to be for the back of the TV. Now, I needed the little extra because the main box that they came in only has 2 meters, and I needed nearly 4 to reach around the whole circumference of my TV. As I say, it's 55 inch on the wall. £50 spent. LIFX did send these out to me, so shout out LIFX for the starter kit. And there'll be a review on technuovo.com as well, that you can check that out. But yeah, 2 1 meter kits. So let's crack on. With anything DIY, there are a couple of things just to keep in mind. The corners, they were okay, I suppose, but as you can see, I've had to just kind of stick them down there. Going around the corners up here weren't too bad either. Wasn't too bad, but again, I just had to hold it down and make a bend make a bend like so. But the biggest thing at the moment for me is this section here that kind of overlaps. Now, I'm not sure if I can actually cut the strip. I think maybe I could, but I think you can only cut them on soldering points there, and from there all the way to roughly there, I haven't got any soldering points, so I'm not really sure what I can do there. So I suppose the next thing to do now is to test them. So let's give them a quick test. Now, of course, with power, I've got my power strip down here, or power strip, I say power block. Plug that in, plug it into there, turn them on, and you should see that they have all, if my camera decides it wants to focus on anything, they have all decided to light up with no real visible gaps except this bit at the bottom here. Okay, so what I'm doing quickly now, and I know the lighting's not the best in here, but I'm going to be getting the TV back onto the wall. I've unplugged it because I want to run the power cable through, and it'll be an absolute nightmare trying to get those little pins into the actual LED strip light when it's on the wall. So I'm going to trail the cable from the TV side down and then plug it into the power bank, so I don't have to muck around with the cable basically. And that's about it. It's all working, it's all set up to the phone and on the Wi-Fi, and then I'll show you some of the effects that you can get from the LIFX strips once the TV's back on the wall. So there you go. The actual LIFX smart lights have been set up around the TV. I've got it set to a theme at the moment. That's why you can see in the camera that it's multicolored. You've got your blues, your yellows, oranges, purples, that kind of thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to record my phone and talk about the app along with this video as well. So 3, 2, 1, recording. So we're just going to jump into the LIFX app now. So when you actually get into the app itself, you are greeted with this screen, which is basically your home page, and you've got your living room, and if you've got more lights, then they will list themselves off. The slider on the right is brightness, so you'll be able to see that getting darker and brighter when you slide that up and down on the right hand side. And then if you click into the living room, you can start changing around the colors if you want to. And then you've got the brightness slider on there as well. And then you've also got saturation, so you can change the saturation to the top, or you can turn the saturation all the way down and it'll give you a much whiter light, depending on the color that you are going through. So it looks more pastel-y. But the nice thing about this app is the different themes that you've got. And then you've got different themes that you can use, or you can set up your own themes if you want. One of my favorite ones is Energize. So you can see on there, if I go to Energize, it will set it to white and blue and a bit of purple all around the TV. But there is another option that you can go for when I come out of that. And I go to the top right and I go to animate, or effects, should I say, or scenes, effects, that kind of thing. And you click something like move. You will start to see it moving around the screen itself. And then if you jump into the move settings, you can change it. So if you want it to move around at 2 seconds, it will take 2 seconds to do an entire rotation. As you can see, it's just got a lot quicker. Of course, that's a crazy effect on there. I don't know how fast you're going to want that to go off. Another one that's quite cool if you're having a bit of a house party is strobe, and you can set that to go off at intervals. At the moment is 536 milliseconds, but if you drop that down to 124, you get this strobing effect if you hold down the play button on your phone. Of course, it doesn't last for very long because of what do you call it, epilepsy and that kind of thing. But all of these are able to work with any of the themes that you choose. Intense again is a nice one. And also, if you click the actual theme, then you can change the different color schemes on there. So exciting, for example, is a bunch of colors. You've got your purples, your oranges, your reds, your greens. You can just keep clicking and it will come up with a random pattern. At the very top, you can see the sort of the color gradient bar change, and then you've got your favorite buttons, so you can favorite them as well. Or you've got your own palette and you can start painting different colors if you want to on there. So you can start creating your own custom effects. The other thing I'm not sure with the app is, there you go. If I reset the color palette, oh, my mistake. Go across the color palette again, and then you've got all the colors to choose from. So why aren't you letting me click anything? Sometimes the app does this and it doesn't let you click anything. And I think the light's actually turned off now because the app's not playing ball. All right, so let's go back onto the TV strip light. Let's put the brightness back up. The nice thing as well is that the app hasn't really lost its settings either. It looks to be flashing a little bit now, but that seems to be fine. So you've got fill and you've got paint. So you can select the green if you want to, and then you can fill certain bits in with green. And if I wanted a bit of blue in there, I can fill a bit in with blue. And as you can see, it's making changes. And if I wanted a bit of purple in there, a bit of bright purple can go there, a bit of pink can go in there, a bit of super pink can go in there, fill it in between the blues, and you can just make your own color schemes depending on, of course, your tastes. And I know that it's moving around really fast, but that's because we've got the animation on the actual app itself. So if I go into the move and just turn off the animation, it will turn off, I hope. If it doesn't, then that sucks. LIFX, what are you doing to me, bro? What are you doing to me? I was just singing your praises. And now you're not reacting to absolutely anything that I'm doing. So, seems living room has gone offline. Of course it has, it's lost connection. And now I'm stuck with this rotating. Oh, so the app, okay. I'm gonna change my mind and say the app is absolutely shit and it doesn't connect. It doesn't connect. Now what I have got, I will say, is behind me I've got a Virgin Media router, which I use. Okay, it's not the best router in the world, and I know there are better routers out there, but I haven't got one. I've got a Virgin Media one, so that's what I've got. And right, let's try LIFX again, see if it connects. It was going so well with the old painting, but the app is absolutely shocking. It is now disconnected. It has now disconnected, and it cannot see a single thing, because this is ridiculous. I was painting, showing you an example. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It did. The actual app, if I can get that into focus, got stuck on that particular pattern. So if we go back into palette again, change, add a bit of blue. Oh no, I want to paint. Okay, so I've changed everything to blue. Now I want to paint a bit of green on there. So is the app going to catch up, or is it just going to crash again and not do anything? Paint a bit of purple there, paint a bit of pink. So now all the actual colors are nicely changing. You can see the colors spinning around, and that's, as I said before, that's because I've got the move turned on. So let's go back into effects, and all the effects have gone. Of course they have, because why would they be there? As you can see on the phone, if I can get that into focus again, yeah, is all of the actual effects have gone. So the light's reactivated, so I've got the light back, but I've lost the effects. Because of course, I wonder if it's because I've used my own painting. No, again, I can't get you to focus, but we're offline. TV strip light is offline again because I tried to paint. Oh, the TV strip light is back online because now I've got it back online. So, okay, if I go into the settings, I'll show you why that might be happening. So you click the three dots in the top right, go to your light settings, you can see the actual Wi-Fi strength. Now, what I don't understand is that the Wi-Fi strength is on 2 stars out of 5. And literally the Wi-Fi box is just behind the cabinet. You can see the corner of the cabinet, just behind that white cabinet. Now, my Wi-Fi box is over there. My Virgin box is over in the corner. So for that Wi-Fi to really have only 2 stars, and I'm going from behind the cabinet to the router behind my desktop. Can you see my desktop in the corner? Yeah, you can. My desktop just here is literally where the box is, and it can't reach that far. And that's annoying. And I've had to reset the LIFX a couple of times because of that. So let's set another theme up to Tranquil, although it's going to be stuck on Move again. And you've got loads of different types of color schemes on here, which is really good. If you just want a bit of ambience, then you can set that back up. But as I said, I've got no effects on my effects now, so I'm stuck on Move, unfortunately. You've also got a schedule that you can set up as well. So if you want the lights to come on at a certain time, I haven't tested that because, of course, with the problems that I've been having with the software and the app, it's not really worth it. I just turn it on when I get home. As I say as well, you can set it up to Google, you can set it up to Alexa, you can set it up to Samsung SmartThings, Apple HomeKit as well. So you have got the choice to set it up to those different smart assistants for your home, which is a nice touch. At the bottom, you've got a link to the shop, so you can go and buy some more LIFX products. You've got a Discover, which will give you an app guide, loads of different types of articles and things that you can read, and shows you how to connect to all of the different smart stuff, smart assistants, as you can see: Home, Alexa, Apple HomeKit, Flick, Brilliant, Xfinity, Logitech Harmony, and then you've just got your standard settings in there, your account settings, that kind of thing. So that's pretty much it. That is the LIFX light. Now it doesn't want to change color, probably because I've changed the setting. And if I go back to the home, I thought it disconnected. It hadn't. Shows how much trust I have in that. So set it to purple, and it matches the rest of my room aesthetic. But that's pretty much LIFX in a nutshell. Just to go over the prices as well: LIFX starter kit, LIFX 2 meter. So the 2 meter LIFX starter kit, which was initially what was sent through to us by LIFX. So shout out to them sending this through for us to take a look at. Your product is wicked. The way it puts together is absolutely wicked. Your app needs a bit of work. The signal needs a bit of work, but the actual product, the effects, the way it works, brilliant. Can't fault it. It's just the app that is a little bit ropey. These two here are 1 meter extension kits. I got them from Amazon because they were slightly cheaper at £23 each, but they're usually 25 or 29, I believe, through LIFX themselves. Amazon, £23. 23? I think it was 23, 24, something like that, with Amazon Prime as well. So I got them next day, just for the purpose of this project here, because I needed the 4 meters to go around the outside of the telly. Once it works, it's blinded. Once it works, it's really, really nice effects. But as I say, it's just the app. If I dive back into the app now, is that going to cause me problems? Let's have a quick look. Change to a theme. Change to the Independence Day theme. It works on the themes, but if I jump back into effects, you see I've got nothing here. So let me shut down the app quickly and jump back in. It'll have to reconnect quickly, go into there, and then back. As I say, a little bit ropey. Oh, but I've turned off the move. There you go. So turn on the move, go into the move settings, change it to, I don't know, 40 seconds. And that'll just give a nice, very slow. You can see it. Look at the purple at the top, look at the blue coming in, and down the bottom you've got the reds fading into the oranges and things like that. It looks nice and it gives a bit of ambience to the room, you know. Next step, I think, for our setup here is we're going to be adding more lights, of course, adding more lights to the cabinet below, but I also want to try seeing if I can turn this setup as it is at the moment into a way of reacting with the TV. So you get that, you get it reacting to what's being shown on the TV with your games and your films and things like that. I don't know what the technical term for that is, but it looks quite good. It looks like quite a good effect, which is really cool. So I'm hoping to do that at some point, find a kit to be able to do that, or hopefully be able to turn the strips that I've got on there at the moment into a way of being able to do that. So that's probably next for this room, and some lights in the cabinet underneath. But hopefully I'll capture that as well and just take you along for the ride. I quite like doing these off the cuff, just talking to camera videos about the products that I review, rather than giving this perfect scenario of what goes on. You've seen firsthand of what happens with these smart lights and my Wi-Fi. Not to say that it's going to happen with you, it happened with me, but your mileage may vary. Of course, I don't want to put this product down because of the issues that I've had with it. But thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, hit that like button, it helps out a lot. Please subscribe to keep up with our latest tech and gaming videos, and also let us know in the comments down below what you think about the LIFX lights. If you're actually using them yourself, let us know how you've been getting on with them, and yeah, let us know what you think of the setup here. I think it actually looks quite nice on my monitor, but of course let us know in the comments down below what you think of our content. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.